Hello friends, I am Piyush Parekh. Today I welcome you all to this web development series where we'll be learning about the Flutter, the fast development UI with the beautiful UI and fast development. This Flutter is very good framework from which we can develop the mobile applications. I am Piyush, having 16 plus years of experience, and we'll be going deep dive into the Flutter during the series. This series will be just like an ocean. We will be diving both for the app development. We will learn the Flutter during the session with the modern technologies for the UI toolkits, beta development which is being developed by Google. So this is the series steps we have developed. For first we will be learning about the Flutter setup, understanding the widgets, building the layouts, state management, building a to-do app that will give us the widgets, uh, arrangements and doing the basic things. Then we will go for the API integration. There we will also develop one weather app. Then we will go for the local storage, navigation and routing. Then we will go for the database connectivity and publishing the app on the Play Store. So here comes what the Flutter is. Flutter is the UI toolkit developed by the Google for building the mobile application, web and desktop for one code base. This why we said one code base, because we will be writing the code at one and we will be exporting them to the different platforms that we need, either for the mobile, Android, iOS, web, desktop, anyone. In this series we will be learning about the Dart language, that is the base. This Flutter is powered by Skya, that is rendering the engine for the graphics. We will be choosing this Flutter because of the reason that it is fast development with a hot reload. What hot reload says is we will just change a code over here and it will be automatically updated over there. It has the experience with the flexible UI, the responsive UI, the native performance. It is nearer to the native applications and a single code base for all the platforms. A strong development community that is supporting us. So here comes the Flutter architecture, which has the Flutter framework, engine and the embedder. The framework has the material, widget, rendering mechanism, foundation. The engine is developed in C and C++. It has the scheduling mechanism, framework pipelining, text layout, embedder, which is having the setup for the app. And here comes the Dart language widget that is used for the application as an architecture. Our application will be at the top. Then we have the material app. Then we have the home page. Then the scanfold. Scanfold has all the app bar, center, column, icon, and the column has the text. Then we have the Sky graphics engine, which is the combination of platform, Sky engine, that is for rendering the graphics. Then the Flutter engine, and last comes the Flutter framework. How this is compiled? The Flutter API sits at the top. It compiles into the Dart code from the Dart code and generates the native code for the Android, iOS, desktop, and so on. We must compare the Flutter with the other platforms that are available. The Flutter has the UI, fast UI customization, whereas for the native Android and iOS they have the high, but they have the limitations also, because the code development is slow, because we have to develop a separate code for the Android, separate for the iOS. And React Native, which is having a boost market now, but it is moderate in the performance and development speed. The core concept for the Flutter is that it is everything is widget. We are using the widgets and applying them, and we are doing so. The widgets can be of stateless, stateful. The material and the Captrano widgets are used for designing separately for the Android and iOS. Material is for the Android and iOS for the Captrano. Navigation and routing we will learn, and state management like state and providers blocks. So here we have a demo of a current application that we have developed, the currency converter. That is a basic application that we can develop within a minutes. So here we have the demo for the Android application. This Android application I developed in the Android Studio. Okay, so first we will be having the demo of that application. Yes, here we have the application. If I write, say I have $80, so I have to just click on this and convert, and this is 6400. How we have developed this? So first we have to learn about the ID that we are using. I am using this Android Studio. How to develop this application? Okay, so just go to the file, new, and click on new Flutter project. It will ask for the name of the application, give a better name, and tick for the platforms that we want to develop. Okay, and create. If we will create, we will get this over here. So at the left we have the project explorer. This project explorer has all the directories that are needed. Okay, so I will show you one by one that what are needs. We have ticked for the iOS, here we have the iOS. We have ticked for the Android, here the Android. We have ticked for the Linux, here the Linux, and the macOS. So where we have to code, we have to go in the library. This is the main dot. This is the main where we will be entering. So we have the main function. This main function is the entry point for the application, and here we requires the run app function that will render the UI for this. What this is basically, if you want to the detail, just click on this. This is a Flutter binding dart, and if I want to in detail, just click on this with the command. It says that it does not return anything. It requires a widget app, and it has some, don't change anything over here. Okay, so we have passed one constant with the my app. This my app is a class which is extending a stateless widget. Why we have extended the stateless widget? Because we do not, the widget does not require a mutable state. It is immutable. If we change anything, we will do. Okay, so widget build, it is for building the canvas, or I can say the widgets to be represented by this. Here we have passed the home as currency converter material page. Where it is? Here it is. I will just click on this. So this is the currency converter page. We have imported this over here. Okay, and how to import? Import this. And here we have designed the UI. How to design the UI? We will use the build. In the build we have designed the border width 22, background color is gray. Okay, so if I want to change, I can change the color also. Okay, blue, gray. The background app color is this, app bar color. See over here, the app bar color gray, same. Okay, if I change it from something else, I can change dot. Say I say white. If I say white 10, just click on this, save this. Okay, and it will be reflected over there, performing the code. Here we have the background color is white. Okay, if I change it like this, just save. It is hot reloading. We have discussed the hot reload, white. If I say it is 20, just save. Sorry, 10, just save. So we can do the hot reload. Here I have written my currency converter. No, remove this my, just save. And here we have currency converter. This is the app bar. If I want the next content, INR, okay, and we have done this, and submit, enter the amount in USD. Okay, if I had not written anything, it will write enter the amount in USD. Okay, so here we can do so this is a small app I had developed for you. We will be learning this app and other applications from here. And how to run this? Just click on this and it will run the system. I will change. Okay, if I say 100 and convert 800. Well, how we have done? We have used the convert function, which is multiplying the number with the 80. If I change this to 86, so I say today we have the 84.5. So just save this. Here we have the 10 only. Convert this 8:45. It has hot reload. We do not have to recompile the application. Okay, and this is why we are using the Flutter. So second application we will be developing is the task manager, which will have view, edit, delete task, and we will mark, if we will mark the task as complete, it will be stored in the database in the shared preferences. We will be using the tools as Flutter, Dart, Android Studio or VS Code. So what are the benefits? It has faster development, low cost with a single code base, near native, easier maintenance and scalable. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. So we can stop over here also, and we can do so with this, and here we have